Hi, today I want to have a look at the Deluge's sync scaling feature. It's something I have overlooked for quite a long time, even though it's got its own dedicated button on the front panel right here. And I think it's actually kind of a cool thing. So I'm going to show you real quick how it works, what it does, and then I'm going to try to make something interesting with it. So for this to do anything at all, you need to have some kind of MIDI clock going into the Deluge. This is why I have the circuit set up right here. It's sending clock to the Deluge. So now when I press play on the circuit, both the sequencers run and they're running at the same speed. Now what sync scaling does is it scales the incoming clock according to the length I have the clip where I engaged the sync scaling set to. So let me demonstrate. Let me enter something into the sequencer and maybe over here as well. Like this, they're both playing in sync. And when I make this shorter with sync scaling turned on, these 3 beats on the Deluge are going to take exactly as much time as the 4 beats on the circuit. Which makes it super easy to create some polyrhythms. It doesn't have to be 3. When I set this to a length of 7/8, for example, and enter 7 notes as well, we're going to hear 7/4. Now this blinking light right here tells me that this clip is the one responsible for the scaling factor. If I were to create another track here, for example, a kit. Now you can see the sync scaling light is still on, but it's not blinking. This means this clip is not determining the scaling factor. It just means sync scaling is on. And when I go back to this one, I can see this one is blinking. So this one determines the factor. I'm going to set this back to 3, get rid of those. I can also turn the sync scaling on and off while the sequencer is running. This will just speed up or slow down the playback of the Deluge instantly. Let me demonstrate. You can also see that the playhead snaps to wherever it would be without the sync scaling engaged, and vice versa. When you turn sync scaling on and off, keep in mind that if you're not in the clip responsible for the scaling factor and you turn it off and turn it back on, once you turn it back on, the active clip is going to be the one determining the scaling factor. So if this were like this, for example, 4 beats, now it's scaled down to 3/4. Now I turn it off. And now I turn it back on. Now it doesn't do anything because this is just 4 beats long. Now it's 7, 3, or could be any odd factor. So I'm gonna create a new session here and start from scratch and see what I can come up with. And then first I'm gonna enter a sequence here, I think. Just gonna make this half as long. And then I'm gonna, I have to set this to minor as well. I'm gonna make a sequence here. Just random stuff. And now let's just hear what it sounds like if I turn the sync scaling on and make this 1 beat shorter. I'm going to add a couple of rhythm sequences. And I'm just going to make those also 1 and 3 and 1 and 4. So maybe we can switch back and forth between the two fields. First. This is 3. Mute this for a second. We're going to go over here. Oh, I deleted my audio track. There it is. Let's hear them together. And you could either go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. By the way, because this clock is being scaled before everything else, it also has an impact on the delay. So adding some delay to the drums here. In relation to this 4 rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4, the delay is in triplets now. Just there you could hear that the delay snaps back as soon as I stop the playback. Let's maybe add a bass here. So I have to make this long. And now I can record it. Kick to this. And the 3 again. Yeah, so this is sync scaling. That's how it works. It just scales the clock, the incoming clock, according to the length of the clip where you engage sync scaling. Hope this was useful. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.